So I saw this video come up on my For You page, and as someone who plays a lot of Fade, I just had to figure out how to actually do this. Now, if you weren't already aware, this window on split is bugged, or just like the top of this roof here, where it's basically a window, you can see through it. Normally when you land an ability, it like bounces off, like it lands there and then goes up, but for this one, for whatever reason, your abilities go through it. You can see I've got these different stages set up to show you how this is going to work. So for whatever reason, just keep in mind your abilities will go through it. And then the best lineup that I've found for this one is if you just want to stand roughly on the edge of this right here. You can see here like these little bolts on the edge almost. You want to stand roughly on top of this one. This doesn't have to be too perfect, roughly around here. And you want to be aiming for that green sign, like all the way back there. You're going to be aiming for the bottom right corner of that. I can't ping it because it's so far away, but you'll see what I mean in a second. So roughly on these bolts, and then at the bottom right corner at that green sign right there, and then you just want to throw it. Normally you can see it will land right back here, and then you can see they all get bungee jumped. And if you compare, like obviously I can't put them back where they were before, but these guys were so far away. Like there was one standing all the way at the entrance back here, there was one back nearly up against this wall, there was one all the way over here. So like this entire area, everyone in this area gets bungeed. Now for this to be really successful, you probably want to get a smoke up here by one of your teammates right after you throw it. So let's say they're pushing B main, you hear some footsteps. Tell whoever's on your team to smoke it, whether you got like an Omen, Brimstone, Astra, whatever. Tell them to smoke it as you throw this, and then by the time this lands and hooks everyone, you'll then have this smoked off. So then you can just come around this corner and peek, and you have a bunch of free kills just sitting there for you. Now I do want to show you one thing quickly just about the timing of this. You might have to do this with like someone in your duo or someone else in your team to actually follow up for you, because you'll see here that if you throw it from here, so you throw it, you will take full damage if you're not careful. And then by the time you get here, there isn't too long left on this, unless there's another lineup you can find. Maybe there's something that someone will be able to do from like one of these corners or something. It's probably possible, but for now, the best one that I found was over here. And if you do it from over there, it is going to be a little bit tricky to actually get there in time. Again, you can see you have to come in here on these stairs, and then by the time you actually make it here with your knife out, there's only about a second you get, but they are still just going to be dangling there. Very, very free kills. It is definitely going to be patched, because again, this isn't so much how the ability works itself, it is just a bug with this specific window or part of the map. Although having said that, I do know that our haunt works through the window on Ascent, so maybe the fact that you can see through this with the haunt is somewhat intentional, but I cannot imagine that this is some intended game design, but we'll have to wait and see. Otherwise, that's it for me for now, and I'll see you all next time. See ya.